Welcome once again. This is Jan Carroza, author of Rockin ROI, How to Bootstrap Ecommerce with Performance-Based Marketing. As a big fan of direct response advertising, I am all about tracking and improving the results based on what you've learned and how you tweak your campaigns to lower your return on investment. So with this template and series of templates actually that I'm going to share with you, this is how I like to track and set benchmarks. We're going to take a look at the ones for your core assets, your email, your press relations, your social media, any paid social media, digital paid ads, as well as traditional offline advertising. We want you to be able to look back on a regular basis and see where you can make improvement. Go ahead and make those improvements and then see the improvement and then be able to enjoy the progress from what you've been able to learn. The first of this series of templates is the summary, where you're tracking week by week how you're doing, and you're tracking your year-to-date sales and what your initial goals were. How are you doing as a percentage of your goal? What are your leads to date versus a period of time before? And then if you're using a call center or you're taking calls, being able to track the leads and sales that come from that outsourced entity. And then from your website, what kind of leads and sales are you getting from your website? So that's an overall top line view of what's going on in your business. From there, we take a look at your assets inside your website and with your blog, and if you're doing a podcast, what you're doing with that. So again, you look at the previous week and you keep tracking this week to week. What were your site visits, your rank, your category, your rank in your category, visit duration, pages visited, backlinks that you've gotten, any cart abandonment stats that you can pull and take a look at. So you want to improve that number. And your blog, the number of visitors, how long do they stay, what pages do they go to, and then within your podcast, your listeners and the cost per order with that. So in terms of your emails that you send out, keep a track of by week ending, how many did you send out, subscribers. You want to look for the improvement that you're getting in terms of new subscribers, your opens, your click-through, your conversions, and any other stats that you want to keep. And when you do a press release, what number is it, what views did it have, what kind of posts did it get, clicks to the site, and then with articles and ads that you do, what number and circulation did you have for those particular articles that you were featured in. In social media, you can track in Twitter, your tweets, your followers, your retweets and mentions, your audience, your likes. In Facebook, you can do many of the same statistics. You want to take a look a little bit further in analytics. What was your reach and engagement? Those are really important things to track these days because Facebook is looking at that. Google is looking at your engagement. So in YouTube, check on where you're performing with your stats there and try to get people to stay longer. So one of the unique things about YouTube is you want to be able to track how long people are watching. So that would be a statistic that you would add. In Pinterest, if you're using that, what are the statistics that you want to maintain? So week to week, month to month, quarter to quarter, year over year, take a look at these stats that you have. So these are really good habits to have so that you can keep an idea of how you're doing. If you're doing Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest ads, look at what you're spending versus the audience that you're getting and the sales that you're making. This helps you decide what to do and what changes to make with that. Digital paid is very similar. Take a look at your pay-per-click. You're going to get even more fine-tuned in what you do with pay-per-click to get the best out of it. And then if you're working with an affiliate program, What are the sales that you're generating by doing that? Next, in benchmarks is offline advertising that you might be doing. So if you're doing direct mail, what are your expenditures? What's your return on your expenditure? In print, if you're doing radio, if you're doing television, locally or on network cable, how are those things generating sales for you, and then track it year over year. If you want to learn more about how to market, you can get my book, bookshop.org/shop/DM Center. You can find free marketing tips, tools, and courses at dmcenter.com. And if you want this or other templates, just go to my site, DM Center, and search on 7 templates, and you'll find them all there.